Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys had a very profitable week. All in the green, and I hope that all is well with you guys. Um, now, uh, sorry. Also, yeah. I did not post a excuse me, excuse me. I did not post a weekly projection. What were my projections for the week? It's bad for me, but I just forgot, and then by the time I had realized that I hadn't done it, it was during the week, and I had already taken some trades, you know, and I was like, you know what, I'll just do the post week analysis and analyze what happened throughout the week video, and just show you guys the projections that I had for this week. So here it is. As you guys can see, we are on the GJ now. On the GJ, you must know that the GJ has been bullish, but we have tend to being sort of, it's like we're in a consolidation, right? And I'm kind of grateful to myself that I actually caught it. We're in a consolidation, and it's obviously real. It was kind of like easy for me to see this trade. I'm not the one to brag, but it was easy for me to see this trade. Let me just remove the FEB retracement. As you guys know, that I have been looking into something, using it right for my trading stop loss, trying to see if it can help me. Unfortunately, I did not actually use a trading stop loss on this trade. I just let it move and kind of forgot to move my stop loss, but it happens. So yeah, so as you guys can see, we were in a consolidation, right? The market has been failing to cross above these levels right here, and this level right here, right? This level right here. Also, this level, it crossed, but it came back down. Now, when it did this, let me zoom in. When this happened, I thought, oh, okay, looks like we have had a manipulation, and we're gonna be bound to sell. And as you guys can see, that this was a support for me at that time. It was a support, right? This right here was a support zone. So that's where my Asian low and Asian highs formed at that support. And based on last time, remember when I sold at a support, you know and the market actually respected the support and actually pushed up? Yeah, this time that did not happen, as I was actually correct in my analysis. I think also what helped was the interest rates for the GBP JPY. They actually did help, when we had this candlestick right here. As you guys can see, this candlestick right here, I think that's when the news kicked in, and we obviously saw a push to the downside, which ultimately helped a lot, right? And what also ultimately helped is that I had my take profit right there, at the support, at the nearest support, which is kind of visible on the higher time frame, as you guys can see. I think maybe some of you, if you look at this, you might be thinking that my my chart is a mess. It's not really a mess to me, because I understand what's going on, and I feel like because I'm using my YouTube channel um as a journal, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But yeah, as you guys can see, we have a support right here, and the market, every time we were below it we're selling, below it we were selling, above it we're buying, and above it we came down, sold a little, but we eventually came back up again, right? And if I move it here, as you guys can see, above it we're buying, above it we're buying, below it was selling, below it was selling, and then here, below, above it we are buying. So pushed up. At this point I expect it to kind of push again to the downside. I'm expecting it to push to the downside, maybe to go and ultimately test the lowest. Not this one, not this one. This one I can clearly remove. It doesn't really hold any factors, but I wanted to measure up to, no, please let me, yes. Probably move up until this one right here. And because understand we're still inside of the consolidation, so yeah. Also, taking sells when the market is clearly buying is also degenerative of me. I do not recommend anyone does that. Obviously this is not trading advice, this is not investment advice, this is not financial advice. This is just my views and opinions on how I see the market. Once again, guys, I'm not a professional advisor, I'm not a professional investor, I am definitely not a professional trader. I am learning, so do not take my word as advice. It's just an opinion that doesn't hold any merit, and it shouldn't hold merit to anyone when you're taking advices. So yeah. Okay, now we're done with that. Yeah, so as you guys can see, very, very, very good trade from me. Let me go to the 1 hour so I can actually show you guys. Yeah, that this impulsive move actually helped, because I was looking at it and I was like, okay, we had a small correction, and then we had this impulsive move, and then we had this correction, and then once my once the order broke, I was like, okay, we've broken outside the Asian low, which I was looking for sales anyway, so I entered. And then as you guys can see, the market actually went up again. I was in drawdown at this point, and come 2 o'clock my time, we had this impulsive movement. And now today, which is a Friday, and as you guys know, if you've been following, I do not trade on Fridays. So yeah, we have this correction. It's not, look at this impulsive move. The buyers, the way that I'm looking at it is that the buyers are just entering to like sell it at a higher price. So what I'm thinking is, from there, I'm seriously thinking that it's gonna push down, right? I don't know if it's gonna be today or it's gonna be next week, but I still see the sales continuing. So that is to be seen from this pair. Also, let's now move on to the US oil, which up forefront I took a loss on this one, took a loss, but as you guys see, it pushed up. Yeah, don't let this like fool you, thinking that I took a profit here. On the broker side, it did not hit, not like on the broker side, but on my account it did not hit, because like, how can I explain this? The price is not necessarily different. The price, like, the way I can explain it is that if I put my like profit like right here, where you see it like 6231, on my, when I put it in the broker side, it won't be like at this level right there, right? it will just be like somewhere like maybe here, like maybe there. So I don't know if that's like slippage or whatever. And then on that broker side, on that, I would actually have to like go manually and just like put it here, put it to where at the level where I want it. Same goes for the stop losses. So yeah, it's something that I'm used to. I'm not like necessarily like complaining. I'm just like explaining to you guys the reality of the conditions that I am used to trading with. But yeah, it is what it is. So this trade, even though you're looking at it and you think, okay, this guy hit TP. No, I did not hit TP. I actually did lose this trade. It went down, and then it actually rejected that support level, which is, as you guys can see, it's very big. So it is a very, I um I drew it on a higher time frame, so it's a support at the higher time frame. So yeah, um let me explain to you why I took the sales on this trade. Well, I saw that we had rejected above here. We rejected above here, and the market, I think. Oh yes. I remember now. I had a buy at the bottom here, like right here, and I'm gonna show you. You see, I haven't even gone to my agent low, but I know that I had a buy there, and I did not take this buy, and I'm gonna explain to you why I did not take the buy on the other trade. I had a buy here, which I was gonna enter here because I know that this was our Asian high right there, and the Asian low was somewhere down here, like somewhere down here. Yeah, this was our Asian low, and then I had the buy here. The market came, actually broke, and then this candlestick was the one that alerted me, but obviously I would have wanted to enter there, and then maybe put it here, and then what I was gonna do was put it right there. That would have been my trade. So with this happening, it would have been a good trade, but I just did not take it. I choose another trade, which I will explain in a few minutes. Looking at this, right, as I was explaining why I took those sales, I saw the rejection right here. I saw this rejection, we failed to push up. And obviously, as we know, oil has been very, very bearish, right? It has been bearish for the longest of time, as you guys can see. It has been bearish, even though it's been playing around the same level. We haven't really crossed to like the 68 level right there. It's been playing around these levels like for the longest of time. Like the last time, look at it. We've been playing around these levels like since September of 2025, and we played for I don't know how many months until now, which, we're still playing within those levels. And yeah, it is what it is, but yeah, it's not necessarily giving much confidence in the direction it wants to go. It's not necessarily showing us its head where it definitely wants to go, but I still think that it's gonna respect the cells. I still think that it's gonna push towards the downside. Now we'll just have to wait and see if that is to be. So the cells, as you guys see, as I explained, we had the rejection up top there, and the market is in a downtrend. And I felt like we have touched a resistance at the top, so we were bound for sales. The market actually came down under this support, and as you guys can see, when we were above it, we're buying. Above it, we were buying. Below it, we're selling. Above it, we were buying. So we were below it, so I was expecting us to sell it. And it actually happened. The market did push to the downside. Unfortunately, I did not profit from this trade. Even though I had the right ideas, I I did not profit from this trade, and as you guys can see now, it's like forming this head and shoulders right here on the higher time frames, like forming this head and shoulders. We will just have to wait and see what it does. That's just the reality. We'll just have to wait and see what it actually does. People might see this hammer and say, okay, ready to buy. When they see this rejection and this hammer forming, so they were like, yeah, I think we're ready to buy. And that could be 100% true. The market could just push up, come there, and then maybe even retest and then push up again. So we clearly don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see what actually happens. But yeah, that is oil. Now we're coming on to a gold. I took gold buys. Yeah. It was something that I was definitely looking for. Definitely something that I was looking for. Wow, this was great. Market came here, bang. I thought it was gonna settle a little bit here, but it definitely did not settle. It's like rushing its way to the top. So yeah. Okay, let me explain. Obviously, guys, if you don't know this, gold has been bullish. Gold has been bullish for the longest of time now. It has. I don't know, man. It has been bullish. Just know that gold has been bullish and it has been creating new highs like for the longest of time. So I'm not gonna go against the trend, especially when I'm trading gold. I will never go against the trend. That's just stupid, especially when you're trading like gold, these volatile pairs, because they are volatile. I saw that firsthand. Gold is volatile, guys. It is volatile. So the trade, my Asian low was around here. This was my Asian low. This was like around here, this level right there. Not my Asian low, I'm sorry. My Asian high was around here for this trade, which we broke, and I entered the buys right there. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was close to losing my account on this trade. Very close, closer than I would like to be, but it was very close. I entered the buy at 0.01, hoping that, gold will have a rally, like a very, very powerful rally to push to the upside. But as you guys see now, that was not the case. I was also moving, my stop loss on this first trade. I was also moving my stop loss. And then on the second one, I was like, you know what? I could still add something around here, in case it does push up, and actually break this resistance that we have there, which it respected, did not break. And then I had a closer stop loss because, as you guys can see, my Asian low for that day was right here. Now, we're trading gold, my friend. I'm not gonna put my stop loss right there or below there, because from where it was until there, brother, my account would be gone. It would be gone with that one trade of 0.01. So luckily, I just put my stop loss there, and gold literally played with my feelings, played around, and just went down and just took me out. I was like, okay, fine. But I was also hoping that it actually just pushed up, but it didn't. It actually went down, bro. Went down, effectively breaking the Asian low, came back inside, and then effectively pushed down again. Which, at least it respects my strategy. on how I trade, break off the Asian low, then we're gonna be looking for sales, which the market, although it went back inside, it effectively did end up going down, and so yeah, that's just fine by me. So for the first trade, I moved my stop loss above the entries at a place where I was safe, and for that one, it actually did hit the stop loss and actually stopped me out. So yeah, not necessarily the greatest of times, trading gold, but yeah, it happens. Um, Let me just show you the figures now. This is how much I lost. Yes, you can see like the gold trade, as you guys see on the sides, like the red represents a stop loss that was hit. You know, if it's even if you move it above, it will represent it in red, and obviously the take profit is in green. So as you guys can see, I took one, two, three, four, five trades, but I took them on three different pairs. Two of those pairs had two trades, and one had only one trade, and I effectively made a profit of 546 last week, you know because, but I don't think this figure is, that 546 figure is correct, because I did have like I did put, maybe it's for just for last week. Okay, maybe okay, yeah, it's calculating for just last week, because I did take that loss. If you minus the losses and add the profits, let me just see how much it actually is. Let me just see how much it actually is. Let me say 675.45. I'm gonna plus that by 104.42, which is 7796, and then we're gonna say 1,003.39 plus 161.30 plus 162.13. That's the 779.96. It actually is, yeah. Yeah. It's the losses minus the profits for last week. So okay, I'm good with that. Yeah, as you guys can see, this is like the losses. This is the losses that I took, and the profits that I made. So overall, this week was a great week for me. It was a great week because I was able to catch the trades. I was actually able to trade the right trades. Like, also, yes, sorry, I'm diverging. I forgot that I said that I'm gonna show you why I did not take that oil buy. The reason why I did not take that oil buy was because I was in this gold buy, right? And this gold buy was so volatile to the account, so I couldn't risk adding another trade on top of what I already had. So this was the only running trade on its own to have that leverage if it were to draw down, which it did go to draw down, and I was like down 500 and something when it went to draw down. Like that little wicks that you saw, like these ones, like this little wicks that are on display right there, like these ones, yeah, that was like almost the account, like over, I'm probably gonna say over 80% of the account, which if you guys want to see, here it is. It's at 1,400 Yeah, that was. It wasn't scary, because I know that I can fund again, but it was, borderline on the edge there. So yeah, um, yeah, and then that's it. That's it, guys. That's how the week went. Hopefully, praying for a better week next week. Hopefully, it's all blue next week, and yeah, I don't know if I should just take withdraw a few profits. I haven't decided yet, but I will decide if you guys come next week. Come next week, and if you guys see that the account is actually down, then just know that I took profits out. So, anyways, guys.